All right then. So now let's go ahead and create this circular loader animations. So basically you're looking at a beautifully CSS only circular loader animation made with the pseudo elements using the radial gradient alone. So these dots are placed at four cardinal directions, which is rotate infinitely, and because of that only we are getting this kind of animation, right? So let me break this down step by step so that you can understand and recreate it easily for your own purpose, right? So first, all we have to do is to close this and clone your previous project, change the project into 13 UI, and get back in the index.html, keep the same as it is, and get back into your CSS and delete all these things. Perfect. And now let me load into our 13 UI. Currently, we don't have anything in it, right? So basically, this visual result which we have over here, it's like a spinning square of four different dots from the top, bottom, left, and right with two different layers. One is bigger, and another one is a smaller one. So they are rotating continuously with a hue shift. So that's the reason we are getting this kind of animation stuff, right? So first we need to break our main body structure in order to bring the entire content into it. So that's the reason we've defined the margin, padding, and the border, body tag, width, height, display flex, and everything. So this basically keeps our entire content in the center of the screen, right? Which is pretty much done, and which exactly what we did for the previous project as well. Now let's start loading our loader container. So dot loader. So don't make any spelling mistakes. Open it, go to the index.html, copy this, and then better paste it. So we don't want any unwanted issues, right? Perfect. Then inside over here, width, which is going to be 50 pixels. Then the aspect ratio, which is going to be 1. So display needs to be grid. So aspect ratio 1 instance, it gives you the perfect square, right? Then that's the reason we are using the aspect square as aspect ratio as 1, because that keeps the entire content in a perfect square. Then the display grid allows the pseudo elements before and after to be perfectly overlapped via grid area by 1 divided by 1, right? So now let's go ahead and create the pseudo elements, because that's the place the main magic is going to happen, right? So basically the pseudo elements are going to share their styles. So dot loader colon before comma dot loader colon after. Go for the before first, then come for the after. Content needs to be empty. Then we're going to set the grid area 1 divided by 1. Don't leave any unwanted space over there. Then I'm going to define a variable hyphen c, which is going to be no repeat. I don't want to repeat anything. No repeat radial hyphen gradient. No spelling mistake should be happen over here. Then here, which is going to be farthest side, right? Farthest side. Then happen a hash 25B09B, right? Which is going to be the 92 percentage. Then after that, comma hash 0000, something like that. Okay, save it. That's the variable which is going to be. Then the background. Okay. For four different positions we need to set. First for top, then for bottom, then for right, then for left. Understand the positions, how it is being creating, right? So for the top, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the variable c, which is going to be 50 percentage space 50 comma. Then here I'm just going to say variable c, which is going to be 50 percentage space 100 percentage. That is for the bottom. Then for the right, which is going to be variable c, 100 percentage as 50 percentage comma. Then here variable left, for the left, which is going to be 0 percentage 50 percentage. Save it. That's for the top, bottom, right, and the left, right? So now you can see a small circle over there. Don't worry about it. Then what I'm going to do is the background size, which is going to be, so for the background size, what we have to do is we need to fix the size, right? So 12 pixels, 12 pixels, save it. Now you can see it's distributed perfectly on all the corners, right? All right. So let's do all the animation stuff now. Animation, which is going to be, let's define the loader underscore 01. That's the animation name. 1 seconds infinite time. Save it. Okay. So next what we have to do is we need to break down this. So basically what we are trying to do, this particular area, what we are trying to do is we try to create a 4 different circle dots using radial gradient, right? And their size has been defined by using the background size, right? So they are placed at the 4 different corners, 4 different positions, top, bottom, right, and left. The entire background rotates due to the animations which we are trying to do over here, right? Now let's go ahead and structure the inner layer. So dot loader colon before, open it, margin, which is going to be 4 pixels, and filter, which is going to be hue rotate, use that function 45 degree. Then background size, which is going to be 8 pixels, 8 pixels. Then animation timing function, use it as a linear position, right? So basically the inner layer, which is going to be the smaller than the after layer because the margin is 4 pixels only, right? And we are using the hue rotate 45 degree that changes the color slightly for the layered effect. So the different size 8 pixels creates a dual spinner visual, right? Then now let's go ahead and start working on the animation, which is going to be add keyframes, use this loader 1 animation, loader 1. And here I'm just going to use the 100% transform, 100%, which is basically going to transform, rotate, and that is going to be 0.5 turn, which is 180 degrees, right? And now you can see both of them are turning into that. By using the radial gradient alone, we use the both pseudo elements rotate continuously since the both of them shares the same keyframes and overlap. The spinning effect feels dynamic and smooth, right? So this is all about this video. I hope you understand how to use the radial gradient in a more effective way, right? So let's move on to the next section.